Moin, Servus, and welcome to day 2 of the ACT Italy. In today's episode, we will ride on top of a mountain, make some unexpected friends on the road, ride our own gravel version of the Stelvio, and at the end of the day be rewarded with some challenging terrain. So if you're interested in following this off-road beginner further on his first adventure tour, feel free to stay in the video. Alright guys, this is the start of day 2. Right over there is where day 1 ends. So that is where I came out yesterday in the evening. And now we will continue here first of all on the road and follow the track further. So let's see how that goes. Sadly, I made a mistake with the positioning of my second microphone that is recording the bike and the ambient conditions. So therefore in this video I will not include much road riding as there is not much benefit in it. I don't really have good audio of the bike itself. For the rest of the video it does not really matter that much. Yes, it's not as much sound from the ambient, but it's still sufficient. You can still hear the bike, you can still hear the gravel underneath the tires, just not as clear as usual. So I really enjoy that the start of every day seems to be quite relaxing when it comes to the riding. You always start out on a short stretch of street or tarmac riding, and then this kind of relatively simple gravel road follows up, which I really enjoy since I'm still slightly stiff from yesterday and now getting to move. Gets all the sleepiness out of the bones, and of course also the slight exhaustion from yesterday, so that's perfect. So the beginning of the ACT2 seems to be quite some road riding first of all, but I really appreciate that. It's a relaxed entry to the day, and I just thought I'm gonna show you this lovely view here into this small valley with those beautiful Mediterranean style houses here, some in the mountains as well. It's just a very nice place to be at. Riding this lovely little road for quite a while now. Just goes here through the mountains. It went up quite steep to get here to the top, and as you can see it's only 26 degrees Celsius, which is very welcome. Especially after yesterday's 35 degrees and so on torture. At some point it really got warm. Drinking is really the name of the game here. Just found another friend. Yeah, he doesn't really look like he's going off-road with those clothes, but he's quite packed. Or maybe he just always has that stuff on the bike, I don't know. Wow. The landscape here really is something different. Just gonna be honest, I much prefer this over things like the Alps, because it's just, you can ride almost everywhere. It's not these restricted corridors basically like in the Alps where you can only ride in. And every time you get over a mountain into a new valley, it looks different. You have some small hidden villages there. I really enjoy this. This is really my jam, this mid-sized, let's call them mountain ranges. Quite a spectacle for me. Yeah, so here we go. I would say roughly 25 to 30 kilometers of road riding, maybe something like that, and then we get back onto the gravel. Quite welcome, relaxing ride there, quite cool roads, absolutely worth it. I don't think it's a waste of time or distance or whatever. I really enjoyed that part. Gets you into some beautiful spots. And now off to a good start, hopefully. We've just been up there somewhere and now through the middle of the valley. Pretty cool. And usually you would say what goes up has to come down, but in this case what goes down has to come up, right? So we are almost on level with that big rock formation over there. So this really works quickly. 800 meters, 850 already. Awesome. Almost 1,300 meters already. Oh, and the temperature up here is golden. Oh, holy wow. Does it go all the way up there? Seems like it, huh? Yep, I think so. So I think I will do the quick detour and go up to that place there, to the highest point. And then from there, what is the name of it? Does it say anything? No. Yeah, and then I will come back. But I want to take the chance that I'm here already. So guys, we are on top of the world. This is just incredible. And I don't know how it looks over there. Let me quick have a walk there. Doesn't look much worse, I would say. Huh? Only sad part is that it's slightly dizzy, but still, it's incredible. Awesome day so far. So guys, if you ask me, a couple of minutes additionally for the top of this mountain are absolutely worth it. Nice place to stop for a little while, enjoying the scenery, and then continue. But I would generally say the street is a bit shit. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Nope, even more so here. Riding this close to the ridge, or probably it could get even worse, is a little bit anxiety inducing. Nonetheless, a pretty awesome view. So today I can notice, at least until this point, that I'm much faster than yesterday. Mainly due to the fact that there's more tarmac riding compared to yesterday, at least until this point. I don't know if this will change with this stretch of with this track progressing, but so far I have managed to cross almost the 100 kilometer mark for today, and I'm only on the road for roughly 2.5 hours, so that's quite nice. Yeah, and then the street turns into this, whatever this is. It's like a mix of dirt and tarmac and what else. Not so nice to ride on. I don't really know whether to stand or to sit down. But I think it's turning into dirt now. Yeah, I would say so. Ha! Some cows, some cows. My friends, if you have seen that episode, they are relaxed, they don't know any stress whatsoever. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, of course. Hallo. Ja, ja. So this is definitely a different style of riding that I haven't done before, just seated down on this open road. But I mean, yeah, I don't think there's much need in standing upright with this open road. Quite cool actually. Something new for me. So today's topic really is on top of the world. I think I will call the video exactly that. I think that would be a quite nice title, like ACT Day 2 on top of the world, because that's what it feels like. Wow. So I just met that nice Italian guy, very nice fella, but he's not on the ACT actually, he's just doing his own thing and ended up here. Just asked me if this track down here is possible to ride on or if it's not good. But I told him, well, the ACT is going down here, so it should be possible to travel down here. But he seemed not to like his tire choice too much. I think it was, if I'm not completely wrong, the TKC 70s. And he didn't feel very comfortable on them. But, well, I guess for this it's still sufficient. And again, what a freaking view. Awesome. Yeah, that could be the other name, I guess, for today's video. Awesome. But that's how it is, yeah, that's what it is. It's just really cool to be here. So this looks a little bit like Stelvio, huh? Just on gravel instead of tarmac. So let's see how well we fare. if I also fall over like the guys in the videos. Yeah, that was not good. Should have kept it in gear to use the engine braking. But I do have plenty more options to practice, I guess. Yeah, there is the fort. So I hope we can go up there. Bar. What else? Okay, let's have a look. I think I will just park the bike here and just have a walk around. So, sorry guys, I couldn't get a picture or any decent video in. No angle, maybe from a different point later on. Since I'm riding to the other side of the valley, as it seems, I might be able to get a nice point of view in to take a picture. This is more or less it. We'll see. Wow. As I said, yeah, you come around the corner and immediately you find this. What is this? Yep. So we are back on gravel after a very nice road section with awesome twisties. It made a lot of fun. I had a little Mirko Bortolotti in front of me in his Volkswagen Up. He was up to speed, man. He was quick, especially for that small car. But those guys also like to cut the corners, right? They don't stay that much on their lane. Oh well. Now we are back onto the gravel part. I'm still pretty fresh. That's a benefit, I guess, of the larger amount of street riding portion and the much lower temperatures. Up on the hill we had 22 degrees. Down here currently we are around 29 degrees. And yes, it's still 29 degrees, but compared to the 35 that I had in times yesterday, or more so most of the time yesterday, it's a welcome change. Down there or up there? This one is that? No, that should be that. Okay, good. Okay, this seems like a first gear job. But only the first part. Okay. Let me guess. I forgot to record, right? No, I'm still recording. And all of a sudden there's a complete change in landscape. From these relatively large mountains with even rocky sections into this more flowy part, a bit more reminiscent, I would say, of the Tuscany region, but I don't think we are yet there. I think we still need to wait a little bit until we reach Tuscany, but still this rounder shape in the hills. Of course, by talking about it, I immediately miss the track. Yep. So let's have a walk around here. So, yeah, coming back to the original track, of course. Yeah, you can miss these. It's pretty small roads. But nonetheless, you can see, this is quite a different kind of landscape now. So, one last time looking back into Urbino, that direction, that's where we came from, and now it goes into the Bastia Umbria, which we're moving into, where I just said it looks a little bit like the Tuscany area, but apparently it's not. That's quite some time ahead. I think it's the third day only. So it seems like I'm not the only one who can pass by an exit or an entrance. So they had to turn around as well. Happened to me now a couple of times on this trip also already. But we are back on gravel. Yeah, you would probably not expect this to be a gravel road. Or any kind of road. It's pretty hidden here. Oh, nice, but there's no water in it currently. No, pity. Okay. That was basically like back in the training, yeah? You have a very small line that you have to balance on, keep your focus, look straight forward. Pong. Yeah, that bash plate was, I guess, worth it already a couple of times. How often I heard that pong already. There we go again. Ah, this would have been a water crossing. What a pity. Wow. And of course some sheep, right? That explains why that dog was chasing me just a couple of seconds ago. Yeah. Oh, it gets much cooler right now. That's awesome. That's really good. Down there in the valley was back to 36 degrees, but now I can notice every meter climbing up. That's really, really good. So, we are on the last bit already. This is in a second, I guess, where I have to make up my mind whether I want to use the alternative easier route or the original track, let's say. I will definitely have a look at the standard track and then I can still decide whether I want to go for the alternative route if it seems too sketchy for me. But so far I don't see what should go wrong there. Actually, we have seen quite a lot of stuff on the strip already and I'm feeling relatively confident, so why not try? It's only, what is it? 8 kilometers left in total. Well, so let's see where the split happens and then we can still decide what to do. Pretty cool. Okay. Nice. Nice. A bit much shorter, but lucky me, I always have 2 fingers on the clutch, right? Whew. But I think this I think this was it already, right? I don't think I've seen the alternative route. Oh well, maybe that's better that way. Oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, but I understand now why this section has a higher difficult rate than yesterday, but it's basically just this part here. So here we go. Awesome, 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 awesome. Yeah, I think you can do that section a little cleaner, but once again, I didn't fall down, I didn't have to stop, I didn't kill the bike. I am happy. Or is that the alternative route? Yeah, I think that is the alternative route. So it's for the downhill. So let's have a look at it, if we can see anything. As for now, come on. We've gotten so far. I've just gotten up there. So we will manage for the downhill. Okay, we have to go to the left. Okay. Yeah, seems like the small track again. I'm just gonna take it very careful and slowly right now, just not to get surprised. Okay, that was quite cool. I can imagine that this stuff here isn't fun to do when it's wet. So if you have a big bike and have to do this in the wet, I don't think that's fun at all. I'm honest, guys, I wouldn't have dreamt doing anything even remotely close to this, what I'm doing right here. And if I manage it, I will be proud of myself, to be honest. Okay, I choose the hard part. I think we made it. I actually do think we made it. And yes, guys, we made it. We freaking made it. The second day, besides the last part that we've just seen, of course, I think is significantly easier than the first day. The last part here is a bit tricky, but I have to say, with the things that we have done yesterday and a bit of training before, it's still absolutely manageable. And due to the quite large amount of tarmac riding that we did today, it is not as challenging overall. It is not as taxing. You know, the road riding is more relaxing, you get more airflow, and a lot of the riding happens high up in the mountains, so the temperatures are quite a bit lower. Now down here, of course, we are back to our 35 degrees Celsius, of course. But in the mountains up on that one mountaintop that we've been to, we had only 22 degrees Celsius, and that is much nicer, generally speaking. All right, I hope you enjoyed today. I guess there will be a bit more of road riding in the video. Nonetheless, if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment if you want to, and maybe even you consider to subscribe. That would be pretty cool. Until then, see you in the next video. I thought I'm gonna throw this quickly in as well. Such a nice place.